Now, if you're looking to seek chiropractic care and adding that to your healthcare routine or even your wellness routine, we understand that it can be very confusing and hard to try to figure out what chiropractic office is going to be right for you. Now, what most people do is they will just search chiropractor near me or find whichever chiropractic office accepts their insurance. And I just want to let you know that that's not always the best case because a lot of times the chiropractor next to your house is just not the best fit for you, and not all chiropractic offices take insurance. So when you're looking for a chiropractic office, my best advice to you is to find a Gonstead Chiropractic office. Gonstead is considered the gold standard in chiropractic care, and I'm here to tell you why. My name is Dr. Tyler Hartley. I'm with Axiom Chiropractic in Charlotte, North Carolina, and we are a Gonstead specific office. Now, what makes Gonstead different from all the other techniques and why it's a gold standard, there's three main reasons. And one of them is the fact that we look at the human body from a holistic approach. So we're not just concerned with where is your pain or where is your ailment coming from. We are more concerned with why is it there and what could be causing that issue to happen. So we're not quite looking at just the symptom and trying to help the symptom. We're looking at the full body to figure out what is the cause to that symptom. And if we can correct the cause, then we know the symptom will take care of itself. Now, the second one, and probably the most important one, is the specificity in which we make adjustments and how we figure out exactly what needs to be adjusted on any given day. So as you can see behind me, we have multiple different tables that we will utilize when making the correction or the adjustment. And that just depends on what works best for that patient on that given day. It just depends on where the patient feels comfortable and what makes that bone move or adjust for us as easy and gentle as possible. So we want to make sure that that adjustment is very, very gentle and comfortable for you. That way your body will accept that adjustment and you will get that result a little bit faster. And the third and the most important is our method of assessment and how we actually find what needs to be done on any given day. So a lot of times when you go to a chiropractic office, and some of you may have this experience, is when you go for the first time, they'll do an extensive assessment to figure out kind of what's going on and what work needs to be done. And then that's the last thing that they do. So they do all these assessments up on the front end, but then they just basically do the same adjustment over and over and over until you get a result. Well, in a Gonstead office, we do an assessment every single visit that utilizes 5 objective measurements. Now, the reason being is because we understand that no single objective measurement is 100% accurate. So really what we do is we utilize full spine x-rays, so we are always going to be able to see exactly what that vertebra or the position of that vertebra is. That way we can make the correction that much more specific. We always use instrumentation, which will tell us where that nerve pressure is, because when the nerve has a pressure on it, or that pinched nerve, it gives off heat, right? So that nerve gets inflamed, and the device that we use will be able to tell us specifically where that nerve inflammation is. Next, we use static palpation, which is feeling if there's tenderness or swelling, muscle imbalance, anything of that nature. And then we also use motion palpation. So once we figure out precisely where that area is that's in question, we're going to motion that bone and feel exactly how that bone is moving and where it's restricted to make sure that it is in fact stuck and needs to be adjusted. And lastly, we utilize visualization. So every patient, first off, we watch them as they walk in the door. We're getting an idea of what they're presenting with just from when they walk into the office. Then we also have guys take their shirts off and women put a patient gown on so we can see the skin around the spine, because simply seeing the skin tells us a whole lot of information. And then we couple all 5 of those things together, prioritize what's the most important adjustment to make on that day, and then when we make that correction, you get the best result possible, rather than us just going in there, feeling where there's a couple fixations and just randomly cracking you. We just don't do that, because we understand that specificity is key, and chiropractic is specific or it's nothing at all. So that is why we always recommend going with a Gonstead specific chiropractic office.